So have you ever heard someone say Ma Shaa Allah and kind of wondered, what does that really mean? Or, when's the right time to actually use it? Well, today we're going to break down this beautiful phrase all through a really simple and charming little story. Let's get into it.
All right, I want you to picture this. It's just after morning prayers. A young boy, Chand, is with his dad, and he looks out at the sunrise, just totally mesmerized, right? And he has this pure, simple moment of wonder, and just has to share it with his father.
Now his father sees this and thinks, this is a perfect teaching moment. He gently tells him that when we see something so incredible, something that God created, there's a special phrase we should say. And of course, that leads his son to ask the exact question we're here to figure out.
And there it is. That's the heart of our whole explainer today. The son looks up at his dad and asks, what does Ma Shaa Allah mean? It's such a simple question, but man, the answer is really profound.
Okay, so on the surface, the literal translation is super straightforward. Ma Shaa Allah simply means what Allah has willed or what God has willed. But believe me, the meaning goes so much deeper than just those few words.
Right, so this is where we move from just a translation to the feeling behind it. Saying Ma Shaa Allah is really an act of humility. It's you verbally recognizing that all the beauty, the talent, the success we see in the world, it doesn't just come from us. It's there because a higher power willed it to be.
Okay, so getting the meaning is step one, for sure. But the son's next question is the really practical one, right? When do we actually use this phrase in our day-to-day lives?
So the first big category is when you're appreciating something good in someone else's life. It's all about sharing in their joy and expressing admiration without any hint of envy.
For example, you see a kid's amazing drawing and you just go, Ma Shaa Allah. Or maybe your friend gets a new car, or you see someone with this incredible talent, or they tell you about a huge achievement. In all of those moments, it's the perfect thing to say to share in their happiness.
But here's the thing. It's not just for other people. This phrase is also a really powerful tool for yourself, for taking a second to acknowledge the good things in your own life.
So when you finally achieve something you've been working so hard for, or you're just appreciating something you own, or even just feeling grateful for your health, saying Ma Shaa Allah to yourself is a way of reminding yourself where that blessing really came from.
And this one brings us full circle, right back to where our story started. The third time to say it is when you're just admiring the sheer beauty of the world around us.
This is probably the most natural use of the phrase, when you see the sun setting, or a full moon, these huge, majestic mountains, or even just the simple beauty of a flower. All those things can give you that feeling of awe that just makes you want to say, Ma Shaa Allah.
Okay, so we've got the what and we've got the when. But the son pushes a little more, and he asks the really important question, why? Why does saying this simple phrase matter so much? What's the deeper reason here?
So the father breaks it down into three big reasons. Number one, it's a direct way to say thank you. Number two, it keeps your ego in check, right? It reminds you that you're not the only reason for your success. And number three, it's believed to invite more blessings and even offer a kind of spiritual protection.
Yeah, let's zoom in on that third reason for a second, protection. In many cultures, there's this belief in the evil eye, or nazar, the idea that if someone praises you but feels a little bit of envy, that energy can actually cause harm. Saying Ma Shaa Allah is believed to basically neutralize that envy and protect whatever is being admired.
So now, with this much deeper understanding, the son is ready to actually put what he's learned into action. This is that aha moment where the lesson really truly clicks into place.
And there it is. He puts it all together. A little later, he's just looking up at the sky and, completely unprompted, he says, Mashallah, Abu, the sky is so beautiful today. See, he's not just repeating words anymore. He actually understands the feeling behind them. And you can just imagine the father's reaction, pure pride. He says, Shabash beta, which is just this warm, wonderful way of saying, well done, son. It's such a beautiful moment of a lesson being passed down and truly received.
To really cement this lesson, the father then shares a piece of wisdom that's the foundation for this whole idea, a teaching that comes directly from the Prophet Muhammad.
I mean, this teaching just perfectly captures everything we've talked about. It encourages us not just to admire something, but to actively pray for it to be blessed, whether it's something good you see in someone else or even in yourself. It turns simple praise into this positive, protective act.
As the story wraps up, the father makes a quiet prayer for his son, and I love this. He doesn't just wish for his son to gain knowledge. He prays that his son has the wisdom and the ability to act on it. And that right there, that's the real goal of learning anything, isn't it? And the story ends with this great little teaser. The father tells his son, tomorrow, we're going to learn about another beautiful phrase. Subhanallah. It's just a perfect reminder that learning and being curious, that journey never really stops.
And that really brings us to our final thought for today. We focused on one phrase from one tradition, but the idea behind it is totally universal. So I'll just leave you with this question to think about. What simple words or little phrases help you pause, appreciate the moment, and practice gratitude in your own life?